What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. So guys, today we are checking out a new game that released 2 days ago on the 11th of August. Rumbleverse. It's a free-to-play game. You can get it on every platform. Last gen console, next gen console, PC, doesn't matter. Available everywhere. And also it's cross-platform, which is very nice. Now, Rumbleverse is a battle royale, and I know what you guys are thinking, we already have a lot of those. But this is a brawler battle royale. No weapons, and the way that you eliminate your enemies is by just knocking them out with your fists. So in my opinion, very different from, for example, Fortnite, PUBG or Warzone. Right now the game is in pre-season, so that means that the first season hasn't started yet. That also means that there is no battle pass right now, but that's also something that will come soon. But the game right now is fully available. You can download it for free and then you can just play it. I have to say though, there are some issues with the matchmaking. Sometimes it takes 5 minutes to find a game, so I hope they really fix this before the launch of the first season. The menu, pretty similar I would say to many other games. So you have solo, you have duos, and then you also have a game mode called Playground where you can just test out kind of the game mechanics and stuff like that. You have challenges that you can do basically to level up. Like I said, you also have a battle pass. It says arriving after launch. The launch has already passed, but I think they mean arriving when the first season starts. You have a locker room where you can adjust your character. Now this is purely cosmetical, so it has no effect at all on your gameplay. So again, very recognizable, and just like with many other battle royales, you can unlock new clothing and stuff like that from the battle pass, or you can also buy it from the shop with real money basically. You can also change your body type, by the way, and I can already tell you guys, it also doesn't affect the in-game things. So you still have the same health, you're still as fast, because you can be someone very skinny, but you can also be very fat, but it's all the same. So it's just the looks, just the appearance. Now for this battle royale, you're not dropping out of a plane or a bus. You're basically launched by a cannon into a city, and then there you have to drop. One thing that is noticeable though, the circle is immediately there when you start. So it's not the entire city that you will be playing on, it's always a different part of the city, so you always start with a preset circle. After that, after 1 minute, the circle will shrink, but I think that's also very similar to other games. When you drop, you will notice that you have crates everywhere. In these crates you have items that can help you, that can make you stronger, and depending on the color of the crate, the items inside will be better. The things that you can get, first of all, you have boosts that you can get. So a green boost you can use for 10% plus health. The yellow one will give you plus 10% for your stamina. And then there is also a red one which will give you plus 10% for your damage. Now in total you can only use 10 of these boosts per game. So for example, you can boost up your damage 4 times, your health 4 times, and then also your stamina 2 times. This is kind of to limit the damage that people can deal, because if you have someone that has 20 boosts of damage, then obviously it won't be that fair. On the bottom right, you can by the way see how much of each boost you have already used. Another item that you can find in these crates is chicken, so either normal chicken or big chicken, and these chickens, you can eat them to restore your health, so that's kind of logical. Another item that you can find in these crates are books. Now these books, you can use them to learn a special ability, and at the same time you can learn 2 special abilities. On PlayStation you can use them with L1 and then also R1. You can also change them in game, but there is a max of 2 special abilities that you can basically learn or know at the same time. Now these special abilities, I do recommend that you use them as much as possible because they're very good. There are also different levels of these abilities. The lowest level is the green books, then it's the blue ones, and then it's the purple ones. The same ability, you can find it, for example, in all 3 colors, and then you can of course upgrade when you're in the game. Another thing that you can find in crates, and you can also find them anywhere else by the way, are weapons. It's not real weapons, it's more like a plastic bat that you can use twice, or for example a wooden plank or a chair, or even you can pick up a street sign, stuff like this. You cannot use them unlimited though. After you hit someone twice with it, they will basically break. And then the last thing that you can find is a stamina drink, either a small one or a large one, and when you drink them, you will regenerate your stamina faster for either the next 30 seconds for a small one or the next 60 seconds for a large one. Then another thing that you will also notice on the map is that you have stars everywhere, and these stars you can use them to charge your superstar ability. So on the bottom, in the middle, you can see that there is kind of a blue star and a bar next to it. If this is full, so if you collect enough stars, there are two ways that you can use this super mode or this superstar ability. The first one is when you get knocked down and you have the super mode ability, you can use it to heal yourself. The other one is just when you're alive, you use it and then you become very powerful. So then your hits become much harder, the damage that you deal is a lot more. And also you have a super attack, which is kind of hard to hit, but if you do manage to hit it, it will deal a lot of damage. Over here, you guys can see it. A guy used it on me because I can't really hit it that well yet. But basically, you will throw someone in the air and then smash them into the ground. And that is, of course, very good. One thing that's also different about this game is that when you go outside of the circle, instead of losing health, you will have a countdown of 10 seconds to get back in. If you don't manage to get back in, it's over for you and you will be disqualified. Also, the counter doesn't reset. So the first time that you exit and you come back, if it's at 6 seconds, the second time that you go out, it will also count down from 6 seconds again. The last thing that I want to look at today is the different types of attacks that you have in this game. So the first one is the regular attack. It's square on PlayStation. You just hit your enemy, and most of the time you will use this in a combo where you just press it 3 times after each other, and then after the third time the enemy will go down on the floor. They won't be KO'd, but they will just go down on the floor. The next type of attack is the vicious attack. Triangle on PlayStation, it deals more damage than a regular attack, but I can already tell you guys it's much harder to hit. The reason for that is because when you try to do it and someone hits you with a regular attack, it's basically cancelled. So that's kind of the difficulty of this. The good thing about the vicious attack though is that it can't be blocked. So if you want to block something, you do it with R2. A vicious attack you cannot block. So that's the good thing about it. When you're blocking regular attacks, most of the time they will hit you 3 times, and then after the third time they will stop because they're tired, and then you can just strike them back with the triple combo of the regular attack. Another move that you can use a lot is the dodge. I don't see people use this too often in online actually. It's L2 and R2 on PlayStation, and if you do it on the right timing, it's very effective. Besides these single attacks, you also have combos. So one combo that you can use, for example, is double attack and then a vicious attack, so square, square, triangle. Or one that is used a lot is just a jump and then with a regular attack. You can do this from buildings as well, and it also deals a lot of damage. You can also dash in this game with L2, so if you want to run away or if you want to chase someone, you can use L2. This will use a lot of stamina though, so be careful for that. And when you're dashing, you can also combine it with square, so the attack button, to basically perform a flying kick. Now, one thing that's also very important in this game is the attack priority system. And what this means is basically when you perform a attack at the same moment that someone else performs a attack, depending on what you do, you will have priority. So for example, you both attack at the same time. I'm doing a basic strike, my opponent is doing a basic vicious strike, then I will have priority and I can attack them. That's the reason why it's hard to hit a vicious strike. The same way, if you're using a weapon and I'm doing a basic strike, you will have priority. So that's something that's very important. So for example, over here you can see it, I was doing a vicious attack and the other guy was just doing a basic strike, and that's why I couldn't do it. Also, when you're doing the same attack at the same moment, you will have something called a clash. So that's basically because you have the same priority. Then the last thing which you guys should also know is the perks that you can basically get in this game by dealing damage. So again, the same screen, but this time look at the right. You can see perks, and every time you deal a certain amount of damage in your game, you will unlock a certain random perk. Now this is kind of to prevent that people will just camp and wait until the end of the game and try to get a cheap win. So in this way, people that deal a lot of damage, you don't necessarily have to get KOs, but if you deal a lot of damage, you will get perks, and then of course you will have a bigger chance of winning. So guys, that was basically it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this game. This video was kind of a beginner's guide with a lot of info, so you guys won't get lost if you try it. I would definitely try it if I was you because it's free, it's a small game, and I have to say it's also pretty fun. The only thing that they should fix is the matchmaking. Like I said in the beginning, right now it takes too long, and also there are a lot of issues with logging into the game as well. But I hope this is just because it's overloaded, too many people are playing it, and I hope it's not because, yeah, the servers are basically shit. So guys, that was it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to like, subscribe, check out the Discord in the description, and peace out, you guys.